Hi friends, it's Friday, April the 3rd. Today is Vivon's birthday. I wish you a very, very happy day, Vivon. I hope you're having a great one. I'd hope that your mom could maybe send me a picture of you later with your birthday cake or whatever other treats you might get today. That would be great. It would be wonderful to see you again. I know I can't give you a proper hug, but I hope you accept this virtual hug from me, Vivon. Ready? Big hug. There you go, Vivon. I love you and I miss you lots. I do wish you a very, very happy birthday. I have a story for you and for all our kinder friends. And this one is called Curious George and the Birthday Surprise. Curious George and the Birthday Surprise. I hope you enjoy it, Vivon, and I hope the rest of my kinders enjoy it as well. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today was a special day, the man with the yellow hat told George at breakfast. I had a surprise planned and lots to do to get ready. You can help me by staying out of trouble. George was happy to help. Yeah, right. Later, while George was looking out the window and being very good, he heard some tinkly music. It was coming from an ice cream truck. George watched as a whole line of children and their dogs enjoyed some ice cream treats. It looked like fun. But when the ice cream truck moved on, George forgot all about staying out of trouble and he went to go find some fun of his own. Uh-oh. In the living room, George found noisemakers. All right, can you see? He's got that little noisemaker. He found some hats. And some games. Could this be his friend's surprise? Before George could find out, he spotted some streamers, balloons, and colored tissue. He could not resist. Decorating was easy for a little monkey. Didn't he do a great job decorating the living room? Wow, that looks amazing. Still, George was curious about the surprise. And what was that good smell coming from the kitchen? George had to follow his nose to find out. It was a cake. Oh, and it looked as good as it smelled. But all it needed was some frosting. George had seen his friend make frosting before, but today his friend was busy. Well, you know what? Maybe George could help. He could frost the cake himself. First, George put a little bit of this in the mixing bowl. Next, he added a little bit of that, and then he turned the mixer on, and the frosting whirled around and around and around. It was whirling too fast, but when George tried to stop the mixer, it only went faster and faster and faster. Oh no! George lifted the beaters out of the bowl and frosting flew everywhere. Oh my goodness, George. Poor George. He did not mean to make such a mess. He had only wanted to help. Now, how could he clean up this sticky mess? Just then, George heard the tinkling music again. The ice cream truck was coming back up the street, and George, he had an idea. Quickly, he opened the door. What do you think his idea was? George invited all the dogs in for a treat. And in no time, the kitchen was clean as a whistle. What did the dogs do? They licked up all the frosting. I don't know how clean that is. Now you got doggy germs everywhere, right? But I guess it's better than before. When the dogs finished their snack, George took them back outside. The ice cream truck was still there, and so was his friend. And what's his friend buying? Ice cream, of course. George, said the man with the yellow hat, I've been looking for you. It's time for the surprise. George had found hats and games and decorations and a cake. He was curious. Was the surprise a party? I think you're right. Yep. It was a party. George was happy to see all of his friends, and they were glad to see George too. What great decorations, Bill said. What a lot of presents, said Betsy. Can you see all the presents on the table? There's lots, eh? Why don't you play some games with the guests, George? The man with the yellow hat suggested. I have one more thing to do. What do you think the man with the yellow hat has to go do? I bet you're right. When George's friend came back, he was carrying a cake covered in candles. This wasn't just any party, it was a birthday party. But George was still curious. Whose birthday was it? He He watched to see who would blow out the candles. The man with the yellow hat put the cake down right in front of George. That was a surprise. It was George's birthday. The party was for him. Everyone sang happy birthday. Then George, he took a deep breath and he made a wish. Happy birthday, George. Wow, there's a lot of candles on that. Wonder how old George is. What do you think? Maybe you're right. So Vivon, I do hope you enjoyed that story. Again, I'm sorry I can't be there with you to give you a proper hug, but do know that I miss you lots and I love you lots, and I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous birthday. To all my other kinders, I hope you have a fabulous day as well, and stay warm. It's still snowing outside, silly weather, and we'll talk soon. Love you all, miss you all. Bye-bye.